हरिओम। तो अशोच्यान अन्वशोचस्त्वं प्रज्ञावादांश्च भाषसे गतासो न गतासोंश्च नानुशोचन्ति पंडिताः। Bhagavan begins his teaching by saying that, hey Arjuna, you have grieved for those who should not be grieved. So in the beginning itself, Bhagavan removes the delusion in Arjuna's mind. So the entire Bhagavad Gita, the main thing, the main prayojan is to remove our moha and shoka. Moha means delusion and shoka means grief. It can be eliminated only by recognizing ourselves as we are. When our own identity becomes clear, then everything falls into place properly. And we assume that we know ourselves, but we don't know ourselves. We only know that I exist, but who am I, what is my real nature, is not recognized. And as long as that confusion is there, something or other, some problem or some sorrow or other will continuously come in our way. So Bhagavan says you need not grieve. One reason is that self is eternal. You are grieving that they will all die. They will not die. There was never a time when they were not there, and there will not be a time in future also when they will be absent. The essence of them, the essence of you, the essence of me, the real truth about us always exists. It existed before, it is existing now, and it will exist in future. Regarding the personality, it keeps changing. The truth alone appears in different personality. So as Bhishma, as Drona, and that personality also remains constant, also remains till the final truth is realized. So if that person has done some good action, if that person has followed the path of dharma, then there is no need to grieve. You can miss that person, one can feel absence of that person, but grief means feeling a sense of pity that, oh, how sad, he died. It need not be so sad because he is going on his onward journey, and everyone has to die, and the nimitta can be anything. And here the nimitta is dharmic only. They are just following the path of dharma, and on that if they die, then they will obviously go on a right destination. It's like a child who has completed the primary education, then goes for higher studies, let us say abroad. One doesn't grieve, one doesn't have a shok sabha after the child goes. One may feel sad, the parents may feel sad, the child has gone away, wonder what he is doing and all, but you don't grieve like, oh, how sad and all. Because we know that he is going for his higher studies, going for his evolution only. In the same way, if a person, a good person, a dharmic person dies, one need not grieve for that person. One may feel sad for ourselves, or we may miss that person. So that is what Bhagavan tells Arjuna. And also from the standpoint of the body obviously will undergo change and modification, and finally it will fall down. So that is also obvious. So for that also you don't have to grieve. But one may feel that, oh, but death and all must be very painful. Everyone is afraid of death. We have not experienced death, but still we are afraid of death because we feel that it must be painful. So Bhagavan says it is not painful. Just as in this lifetime itself we grow, the body keeps changing, the body keeps dying. Every moment the body dies. So many millions of cells of the body constantly die and new cells are born. So body constantly dies. Like you are attending this pravachan, in 1 hour, 1.5 hours, I don't know how many cells will die. And many of them are left here only. Then they have to clean it. So constantly the body dies and it is new cells are born, but we don't feel any change. The Atma, the I, is unaffected by the death of the body and the birth of a new body. In the same way, Bhagavan says, Dehantara praptihi. Even when we take up a new body, there is no change to the self. But within the body, when we are living, when we are identified with the body, we experience joys and sorrows, pleasures and pain, and this is there as long as the senses come in contact with the world. Because it is obvious, when the senses come in contact, we experience heat and cold or pleasure and pain. Sometimes the heat may be pleasurable, sometimes it is painful. In this way, we experience the world. But when the senses are withdrawn in the deep sleep state, we don't experience. Also, the experience of pleasure and pain in this world, they have a beginning and they come to an end. They are anitya, non-eternal. Therefore, Bhagavan tells Arjuna that you have to face them. You cannot escape them. If you have to escape, then you have to permanently sleep then. But as long as you are aware of the body, as long as you are identified with the body, you will have to experience the pleasure and pain. But how should I approach, how should I treat pleasure and pain? Bhagavan says, Tan titikshasva. Titikshasva means you bear with them, bravely endure them. Here he is equating both pleasure and pain as to be endured. Means you not only endure the pain which comes, but also the pleasure which comes. It's like when we are walking on our path, when we are going towards our goal, then on the path, whatever ups and down comes, we have to just bear with them. What we have to do is not to lose sight of our goal. The pleasure and pain of this world should not make us lose sight of our main goal. Whether a person is rich or poor, whether a person is knowledgeable or ignorant, whether a person is whatever be the gender, whatever be the nationality, everyone gets this pleasure and pain in this world. We don't strive to gain pain, but pain comes. Similarly, even if you don't strive to gain pleasure, it will come. It is part of this world. It is destined like. Because the world, the samsara is made up of this dvandva. So whether we strive to attain it or don't strive to attain it, it comes. And it is also the result of the karmas which we have done. Suppose a papa karma is done, then however we try to escape, the pain will come. And if punya karma we have done, then wherever we go, we will get that pleasure, we will get that sukha. So one need not bother, we need not worry about the pain and pleasure, but should keep one's focus on one's goal. Like when we are traveling, when we are driving our car, sometimes the roads are good, sometimes they are not good, bumps and potholes and all, but we keep moving on that road. We can't say that, no, wo road acha hai, but that will not take you to your destination. So if my road is little bumpy, I have to still go on that road because most important is to reach the destination. And whichever road you take, it will be little bumpy only. So that is what Bhagavan tells Arjuna, that Tan titikshasva bharata. But why should I bear with them? What is the benefit? What will I gain? That Bhagavan now reveals in the 15th verse. Yam hi na vethayantyete Purusham Purusharshabha Samadukha Sukham Dhiram Somrutatvaya Kalpate Yam Hina Vathayantyete Purusham Purusharshabha Samadukha Sukham Dhiram Somrutatvaya Kalpate. Bhagavan says, Yam hi na vathayanti ete Purusham Purusharshabha. He Purusha Rishabha. Bhagavan addresses Arjuna as the best among all men. He was born in a wonderful family. He was well cultured. He had lot of wonderful qualities. And Bhagavan was very dear to him and he was very dear to the Lord. Bhagavan addresses him as the best among men. Also a positive address. The way we address a person, that quality comes out from that person. If we keep calling a person Buddhu, that quality will come out with full force. Sometimes he will then get a master's degree also in that foolishness. So one has to address the positive quality in a person. That is very important. All we have in us, the good as well as the bad. If we are constantly told that we are sinners, then all that sinning quality will come. If we are told that we are devoid of sin, we are full of good qualities, then those qualities will come. Therefore, Bhagavan also addresses Arjuna as Anagha. Anagha means sinless. You are sinless. Even our scriptures elsewhere, they address all of us as Amrutasya Putraha, the sons and daughters of immortality. So that is invoked because as we are addressed, that identification with that quality happens automatically. And constantly when we are addressed like that, that quality comes up. Therefore, we have a very beautiful culture of addressing everyone with Bhagavan's name only. When we meet, we say Hari Om. So we are addressing that Hari who is there in our heart, that Om who is there in our heart, and we are doing Namaskar. So here Bhagavan addresses Arjuna as Purusha, Rishabha. Rishabha, bull also, bull among men. Very strong, powerful and great. He says that those men or those people who are not afflicted by the sukha and dukkha, by the ups and downs of life, by the pairs of opposites, by the joys and sorrows, by gain and loss, by victory and defeat, those who are not afflicted, disturbed, they experience that this is joy, this is sorrow, this is pleasure, this is pain. They are not totally blind to it, but they are not disturbed. Vathayanti means they are not disturbed from their path. They are not disturbed from their faith. See, at times what happens when sorrow comes, we lose our faith also. भगवान ऐसे ही है, भगवान पे कुछ भरोसा करना ठीक नहीं है. We lose faith in God, or we lose faith in goodness. I was so nice, but people took advantage of me.